What do kung fu, haunted melodies, and rebellious school kids have in common? They all fueled some of the biggest one-hit wonders of 1974. From Carl Douglas's Kung Fu Fighting, kicking its way up the charts, to Brownsville station's Smokin' in the Boys' Room, making Detention sound cool. These unforgettable hits burned bright, then vanished. Let's rediscover 15 forgotten chart toppers.
All the birds are singing in the sky.
Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks is a heartfelt pop song that became a huge hit in 1974. It was released in December 1973 and is an English version of the 1961 Belgian song Le Moribond by Jacques Brel. Rod McEwen rewrote the lyrics in English, and Jacks made additional changes to soften its tone. The song is about a dying man saying goodbye to loved ones while looking back on his life and the changing seasons.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun.
Jacks decided to record it after losing a close friend to leukemia. His version reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 3 weeks and also topped charts in Canada and the United Kingdom. Was 1974 only about emotional songs, or was there something more? Get ready for a track that kicked up the energy. But before that, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Carl Douglas released Kung Fu Fighting in 1974, and the lively disco song quickly became a huge success. It was written by Douglas and produced by British Indian musician Bidoo. Initially planned as a B-side, the song's catchy melody and martial arts theme made it so popular that it became the main track. The inspiration came from the rising interest in martial arts films, especially those starring Bruce Lee. Kung Fu Fighting reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topped charts in the United Kingdom and Canada. With its unique sounds and energetic beat, it sold over 11 million copies worldwide, making it among the best-selling singles ever. Kung Fu Fighting took the world by storm, but what unexpected inspiration led to another chart-topping hit that same year? Stay tuned as we dive into the story behind it.
A tip from me, I can help.
Billy Swan's song I Can Help is a catchy rockabilly hit that became very popular. Released in July 1974, it was both written and performed by Swan. He got the idea for the song while playing around with a small organ that his friends Chris Christopherson and Rita Coolidge gave him. The lyrics are simple and heartfelt, and the upbeat melody quickly connected with listeners.
If I can do anything at all, let me help.
In November 1974, I Can Help reached number 1 on both the Billboard Hot 100 and Hot Country Singles charts. The song's success came from its lively rhythm and Swan's unique voice. During recording, his dog kept pulling at his pants leg, making the session unforgettable. Billy Swan's upbeat rockabilly hits got everyone moving. What disco groove ruled next? Let's dive into George McCrae's dance floor classic. George McCrae's Rock Your Baby was released in May 1974 and was written and produced by Harry Wayne Casey and Richard Finch of Casey and the Sunshine Band. It was recorded as a demo in just 45 minutes, with McCrae adding his signature falsetto vocals. The song's catchy melody and smooth rhythm made it a big hit on the dance floors. Rock Your Baby reached number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed there for 2 weeks. It also topped the charts in the United Kingdom and several other countries. Selling over 11 million copies worldwide, it became a hugely successful single. It was among the earliest pop hits to use a drum machine. Rock Your Baby ruled the charts, but what rebellious hits came next? Time to dive into it.
Feature rap just ain't my bag.
Smokin' in the Boys' Room by Brownsville Station is a lively rock song that became a hit in 1974. Released in October 1973, it was written by lead singer and guitarist Cub Koda and bassist Michael Lutz. The lyrics tell the story of schoolboys sneaking out of a class to smoke cigarettes in the boys' room, only to get caught by the principal.
Get in the boys' room. Yeah.
The song's catchy melody and relatable theme made it popular among teenagers. It reached number 3 on the United States Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 in Canada. The band's producer did not want to release it as a single, but after a radio station in Portland, Maine played it, the song became their biggest hit. In 1985, Motley Crue recorded their own version, introducing it to a whole new audience. Getting caught smoking at school was rebellious. But what about a song that pays tribute to rock legends? Let's dive into it.
Where do we go from here?
David Essex's song Rock On is a unique rock track that became a big hit in 1974. Released in August 1973, Essex wrote and sang the song himself. It has a simple but strong rhythm, featuring a deep and eerie bass line played by Herbie Flowers.
Rock on, rock on.
The lyrics celebrated early rock and roll legends like James Dean and mentioned famous songs such as Blue Suede Shoes and Summertime Blues. Rock On reached number 5 on the United States Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 on the United Kingdom singles chart. It was Essex's only major hit in the United States, but he had more success in the United Kingdom with songs like Gonna Make You a Star and Hold Me Close. Rock On captured the spirit of rock history, but what happens when music takes a haunting turn? Let's discover the eerie sound of Tubular Bells next. Mike Oldfield's theme from Tubular Bells is an instrumental piece that became popular in 1974. The original album, Tubular Bells, was released in 1973 and is famous for its unique and detailed composition. The album's opening theme became widely known after being used in the 1973 horror film The Exorcist. In 1974, a section from Tubular Bells was released as a single in the United States and reached number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. This version includes the well-known piano introduction and builds with guitars, organs, and tubular bells. The haunting sound matched the unsettling atmosphere of The Exorcist. Mike Oldfield, only 19 at the time, played most of the instruments himself. The eerie notes of Tubular Bells sent chills down spines. What happens when we shift from horror to a beachside love story?
Never thought that it would end.
Beach Baby by The First Class is a catchy bubblegum pop song that became popular in 1974. Released on May 3rd, it was written by John Carter and his wife Gillian Shakespeare. Although it sounds American, British studio musicians recorded it with lead vocals by Tony Burrows, a well-known session singer. The song is about a high school summer romance in Los Angeles during the 1950s. Its upbeat melody and chorus made it a favorite on the radio. It reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 on the Cashbox Top 100 in the United States, but peaked at number 13 in the United Kingdom. It also included musical elements from Sibelius's Fifth Symphony, leading to a lawsuit. That summer romance was unforgettable. But what about pure rock energy? Get ready to dive into a high-voltage classic next.
Rock and roll, Hoochie Coo.
Rick Derringer's Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo is a fast-paced rock song that became a hit in 1974. Derringer wrote the song, and it was first recorded by Johnny Winter in 1970. Derringer later recorded his own version for his solo debut album, All American Boy, which came out in October 1973. This version became his only top 40 hit as a solo artist in the United States, reaching number 23 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1974. The song is known for its strong guitar riffs and catchy chorus, blending hard rock and blues influences. Derringer's energetic guitar playing and vocals made it a favorite on 1970s rock radio. Rick Derringer brought the energy, but what happens when the vibe slows down with a soulful groove? Up next, we dive into a smooth classic that reminds us to appreciate what we have.
Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Woo-hoo.
Be Thankful for What You Got by William DeVaughn is a soulful song that was first recorded in 1972 under the title "A Cadillac Don't Come Easy." It was later renamed and released in March 1974. The song became a hit, reaching number 1 on the United States R&B chart and number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Be thankful for what you got.
Its lyrics encourage people to appreciate what they have, with lines like "Diamonds in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangsta lean." Devon's smooth vocals and the laid-back groove, influenced by Curtis Mayfield, connected with many listeners. It was recorded at Sigma Sound Studios in Philadelphia with musicians from the MFSB group. Appreciating what you have is important, but what about perseverance? What's coming next will keep you holding on. "Hang On in There, Baby" by Johnny Bristol is a soulful song released in 1974. It was his first solo single from the album with the same name. Johnny Bristol wrote and produced the song, showing his skills as both a songwriter and performer. The lyrics give support and comfort to a loved one with the well-known chorus, "Hang on in there, baby, give me love tonight." Its smooth melody and Bristol's heartfelt voice connected with many people. The song reached number 8 on the United States Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the United States R&B chart. In the United Kingdom, it became popular, reaching number 31. Johnny Bristol's soulful ballad touched hearts. But what happens when music takes a faster, more energetic turn? Get ready to dive into a rapid-fire lyrical ride next. "Life is a Rock, But the Radio Rolled Me" by Reunion is a lively and fast-paced song released in September 1974. It was written by Norman Dolph, Paul DeFranco, and Joey Levine. The song was performed by a group of studio musicians under the name Reunion, with Levine as the lead singer. It is known for its rapid-fire lyrics, mentioning many musicians, song titles, and cultural references from the 1950s, 1960s, and 1970s. The upbeat tempo and catchy melody made it popular on the radio. The song reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 33 on the United Kingdom Singles Chart. The rapid-fire lyrics of Reunion's hit celebrated music history. But what happens when a nun turns a prayer into a rock anthem? Sister Janet Mead, an Australian nun, recorded a pop rock version of The Lord's Prayer in 1973. Produced by Martin Erdman with music composed by Arnold Strauss, the song was released by Festival Records in Australia and later by A&M Records in the United States.
Save us from evil and the kingdom, the power.
The modern arrangement and Sister Janet's emotional vocals connected with listeners, leading the song to reach number 4 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and number 2 on the Adult Contemporary chart. It became a hit in Canada, Japan, and Germany, selling nearly 3 million copies worldwide. It was certified gold in the U.S. for selling over 1 million copies, making Sister Janet Mead the first Roman Catholic nun since 1963 to achieve a hit record in the country. Sister Janet Mead's unexpected hit took the world by surprise. What other heartfelt song from the 1970s captured listeners' emotions? Well, up next, we dive into a touching story of love and longing.
Boston ain't your kind of town. There ain't no.
Dave Logan's song "Please Come to Boston" is a soft rock hit from 1974 that deeply connects with listeners. Released in April that year, it was written and performed by Loggins and produced by Jerry Crutchfield. The lyrics tell the story of a man moving to Boston, Denver, and Los Angeles, begging his lover to follow him. But she always asks him to return home to Tennessee. The song's heartfelt words and soothing melody made it popular, reaching number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and topping the Billboard Easy Listening chart.
Please come to Denver with snowfall.
Loggins wrote it while touring with the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, adding a fictional woman to intensify the longing in the story. Did Dave Logan's heartfelt plea for love get a response? Maybe Sammy Joe's soulful request for a comforting lie holds the answer.
Say you'd really like to stay.
Tell Me a Lie by Sammy Joe is a soulful pop song written by Mickey Buckins and Barbara Wyrick. It was first recorded by Lynn Anderson, but became well known when Sammy Joe released her version in February 1974. The song is about a woman who asks her lover to lie to her about their relationship because she prefers comforting words over painful honesty.
Tell me a lie. Don't worry about my love.
Sammy Joe's version reached number 21 on the United States Billboard Hot 100 and number 14 on the Adult Contemporary chart. It also charted in Canada, reaching number 17. Despite its popularity, this was Sammy Joe's only major hit. Janie Fricke later covered the song and took it to number 1 on the United States country charts in 1983. And there you have it, 15 one-hit wonders from 1974 that had their moment in the sun before fading into music history. Which of these songs do you still love? And did we miss any favorites? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.